Hey everyone, Zorilita back again, and the other day I was having a real rough morning. My neighbors dumped motor oil all over my parkway and I had to clean it up. And one of my awesome friends that I met through the My Little Pony fandom MLP Frenzy over on Twitter, they surprised me by buying a couple of books off my Amazon wish list. And I was really happy about that, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about them, or what they're going to be about, because I haven't read all of them, but I wanted to show you what they got me. So the first one was Primer. It's a superhero story, which isn't necessarily my favorite kind of genre, but what I really like about this series is the artwork. I really like how the style is influenced by animation and a little bit of anime, and the painted style of the coloring. It's a lot different than the normal stereotypical kind of superhero stuff that was really out in the 80s and 90s that I just didn't jam to. So I really liked this art. The story, it's about a girl that she is in the foster care system, of course, and she's unruly and parents don't like her until she finds this supportive couple who take her in. The father's an artist and he gives her an outlet to do her artwork, and the mother's a scientist. And unfortunately, she's like working with defense, and there's these not magical, but enhanced body paints made out of superhero stuff that give her powers. And she accidentally opens it and becomes like a meta-human, and she becomes a girl who has to fight and be a hero, or at least that's what she's aiming for. It kind of is left open-ended because there may or may not be more of this. I wouldn't mind more. I liked the art a lot. I really liked this artist. It's a really good, solid book. Younger readers can read this. This is probably, I don't know, maybe for 10 and up, I would guess. It's a really good book. Totally check it out. Let's see. So, Snapdragon, I haven't read it yet, but I really liked the artwork. I liked the different style of things. It was a magical kind of story. It says, Snap's a town that has a witch. At least that's the rumor. In reality, Jack is just a Crocs-wearing, internet-savvy old lady who sells the skeletons of roadkill online. It's creepy, sure, but Snap thinks it sounded cool, too. Snap needs a favor from this old woman, though, so she begins helping Jax with her strange work. Snap gets to know her and realizes Jax may, in fact, have real magic and an unlikely connection to Snap's family past. So, I haven't read this one yet. I did read Primer, but I haven't read this one, but I really liked the art. It seems fun. I like the color palette's kind of more muted out. It's interesting looking. I will get back to you whenever I read it, because I have a whole pile of stuff I really need to read. But I would check it out. I mean, just look at the art. It looks really interesting to me. So that one is definitely going to be on my next to read. The next book I got was The Magic Fish by Trung-Lee Nguyen, otherwise known as Trungles over on Twitter. And fun fact, I was supposed to be with them on a panel at WonderCon talking about comics, and unfortunately COVID canceled that, so it never happened. I was really bummed to meet. I couldn't meet them or any of the other creators, but I did get the book. And this one I really liked. I like their art style. I like the limited color palette the different sections have, and how it's basically black and white art, but it's also supported by one or two other colors behind it, and it was really unique and interesting, so I wanted to check it out for the artwork alone. But here's what the story's about. Real life isn't a fairy tale. In fairy tales, the prince falls in love with the princess, but Tien has a different story to tell. His parents are refugees struggling to learn English, and he doesn't know how to come out to them in Vietnamese. If he doesn't have the right words, how can he ever know if his parents will accept him? The answer is in fairy tales, a language that Tien and his parents share. Tien learns from his favorite stories as he navigates the world with the help of his friends, family, and fairy tales. So, I haven't read this one yet. It's on my to-read list, so that's that one. And then the final one my friend got me was The Tea Dragon Society. I had seen this over at the Oni Press table, which ironically is just across the aisle from me at San Diego Comic-Con. R.I.P. Comic-Con. Hopefully they'll come back. But I really like the art style, the illustrative art style. Let's see, open it up. It's also nicely in a hardbound for like kids to read. It's very simplistic color palette, not a lot of outlines, interesting art style. The story is After discovering a lost tea dragon in the marketplace, Greta learns about the dying art form of tea dragons caretaking from the kind tea shop owners, Hezekiel and Eric. As she befriends them and their shy ward, Minette, Greta sees how the craft enriches their lives and eventually her own. So I haven't read this one yet, but it looks really nice. I really like the artwork alone. Artwork is usually what catches my eyes for comics, but we'll have to see how the story is. I heard it was very good. It won a Will Eisner Award, so there's that. So that's what my friend got me, and I do have an Amazon wishlist down below if you want to get anything for me. Wink, wink. Just kidding. You don't have to. But yeah, so I wanted to put something positive out there today because it was kind of a rough morning already. But hey, hope you're all doing good. Catch you later.